Onga TV, and with me here today I have Scott Shaw. Scotty, you brought the Herewith what grade team down here today?
Under 12, so yeah, playing the Saturday competition, and yeah, got to come down and play at Taco, which is pretty cool. Awesome for the boys to be able to experience a country country club, and yeah, no, it was awesome.
Yeah, great. A lot of central names out there in that Herewith side, I see.
Yeah, the Toswell, a Stoddard, I think there was as well. There's obviously Schaw too, so no, pretty cool to. I spoke to a few of them about being living locally and playing in the area, so it was almost like a home game for a few of us, which is cool. So, but no, it was good and awesome. Getting to play Central out here too. I think they all enjoyed it as well, which is very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the curtain raiser to the Bebington Shield to be played later on here this afternoon between Central and Northern Wanganui. And Scotty, how have the boys been performing this season?
Oh, if you asked me last weekend, I would have said we had a bit of a battle last Saturday. Sort of met a match. We'd gone pretty well up until then. Sort of 40 odd points most weekends and playing some good rugby, but yeah, came back from the school holidays and got a bit of a hide in ourselves, so no, it was good to be able to come down here. We've got a fair few fixtures going on for the school. We play midweek first 15s and second 15 games, so we don't really at this time of the season get the opportunity to work together as a team, so yeah, we didn't have any sessions during the week, any training, so coming down after a bit of a hiding last week and just wanted to try and right the wrongs of that, and yeah, they played really well. So other than last week, our season's been pretty awesome really, and yeah, I think this was our most competitive game both ways in terms of rugby. Like we struggled against a better side, skillful side last weekend, and then this weekend Central were, I think they're pretty evenly matched teams. They played in a higher division than us for the first half of the season, so yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was a well contested game of rugby. Herewith coming out the winners in the end, 20 points to 17, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, we scored a last minute try. Sammy Nelson sort of picked it up, got given it on about the 22, I think, and ran around them. So he's done that a fair few times this season, and does that for the school's first 15. So no, it was cool to be able to. Yeah, the boys were pretty wrapped and managed to keep a lid on it, stayed humble, and yeah, on to the next one. Yeah,
for sure. There was a great run down the far touchline there, taking the ball inside his own half and scoring right on the knocker full time.
Yeah. I don't think we have too many games like that in this sort of football. Rugby, it's usually tends to be pretty fun attacking rugby. There's not a lot of defence, but I think today, with it being a bit wetter as well, and that it made it more of a forward game. So yeah.
Scotty, was this a last-minute decision to organise this game today, or has it been a little bit in the making? Just I hadn't heard of it being played.
Yeah. So we Central contacted us during the week and just said about the opportunity to play it here, and I mean I think knowing that I was from down this way as well, so we just said why not make the most of it. We don't often play on a full size men's rugby field, because I think that was I was looking out there. Well, I ref the first half, and just having to run around side to side on a decent sized rugby field is the fitness levels need a bit of work, but that's all right. But I make the most of any opportunity to play ahead of a rep game.
Yeah, I know. We're sorry we missed it. Had we known, we probably would have been able to film it. But it's one of those things. I think it's a great idea, and the Bebington Shield deserves, the curtain raisers and so forth. Hey, Scotty, just getting off on another tack now. There's a game of rugby under the roof in Dunedin this afternoon. What are your predictions for that? I know you want to get away and to watch that game, but what are your predictions there?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're playing under the roof, a day game that we've all been after. We all want a bit of daytime rugby, but interesting to be playing under the roof. That's all good. So I guess it's still going to be dry. It's going to be the conditions aren't going to be any different to playing there in the night, I don't think. But Yeah, I think they'll be pretty hungry for a win, especially after getting a bit of a tallying up last weekend. I think the All Black side was pretty outstanding. Opportunity for us to see a few guys like Stevenson. I've been hanging out to see him play for the All Blacks. So yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely going to be a lot closer than what it was last week. But you always go into an All Black test back in the boys. So I'd say an All Black win for me, but probably a bit tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Aussie will be out. They'll be hungry to really improve on last week. Lots of changes in the All Black side. I'm like you. I'm really keen to see Shaun Stevenson. Rapt that he's got the opportunity because I think he's an underrated rugby player and been performing at a high level this season. So yeah, I still think the All Blacks will get in by say 20 odd. Feeling pretty confident. There's some really good talent.
Yeah.
In the replacements that we have today.
Definitely.
This young Williams at prop.
Yes.
How he'll go.
Yeah. No, he's been pretty outstanding for Waikato over the Chiefs over the Super season, hasn't he? Yeah.
So, Scotty, soon, hopefully this weather will pick up and we'll be into spring, and then next minute you'll be pulling on the whites again, I hope.
Yep.
And but tell me about a golf tournament that we've got up as a fundraiser coming up for the club in September.
Yeah, I guess we're in many hats today, aren't I? Central Hawke's Bay Cricket Club. So we've got we had one. We sort of got it off the ground last season and had a lot of success with it. And Don, the club captain, well, the premier captain, and Angus as well. They're both be massive in organising it, and the three of us to sort of work together to. I mean, it's that sort of fundraiser that just organises itself in a way that everyone's keen to play a bit of golf. I think golf's probably it's just rapidly grown, like around mates and things like that, knowing a number of people wanting to play a bit. So we thought make the most of it, and Ong is a fantastic course to play it at. And I think just looking on last year, it was a real successful day. So we thought we'd go again. We've added a few extra teams, but it'll just be a bit of fun for everyone to get out there and play 3-man Ambrose and then hopefully have a cold drink and two afterwards, and I don't think there's any sport on. We've sort of tried to work around any sport. I think it might be close to a World Cup and things, but I mean, other than that, won't have anyone racing away for Magpies games like that we did last year. Yeah, but no, it'd be awesome. Yeah.
No, good on you guys for organising that. I mean, the players have really done well, and we need. It's not easy running a cricket club, as everybody knows, and so well done. Hey Scotty, look, thanks so much for that. You're far better than your old man. He won't come anywhere near the camera, but hey, cheers. Thanks for giving us the interview.
All good. Thank you. No, about it. Cheers.